What's going on, you guys? How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I have a really cool video today. I'm going to be taking a look at some of your guys' Stanley Cup playoff brackets. I'm going to be dissecting who you think's going to win, and I'm just going to read your guys' opinions. I asked over on my Instagram for some of you guys to DM me your screenshot of your bracket and then give me an explanation as to who you think's going to win and just why you did the bracket you did. For future videos like this, though, I did go over and create a Discord, so I'll have a link in the top of the description. Go over and join my Discord. We have lots of channels there. I want to be talking to everyone daily. I want this Discord to be popping, and just everyone who loves jerseys and everything to be in there. I want it to just be a very poppin' space for everyone to just hang out, and I do plan on asking these kind of questions for videos on that Discord. So if you guys want to be featured in videos and stuff in the future, go over, follow my Discord. And as well as the Discord, if you guys are new to the channel, it's your first time watching the video, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. It would mean a ton if you guys hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed. I uploaded a lot of hockey content, especially with the playoffs coming up here. I think we're going to be making some good playoff content. One thing I'd like to do is do the Stanley Cup bracket based off home jerseys. So I have home jerseys laid out. I pick which team's my favorite home jersey, have it go through to the next round, and we figure out who's going to win the Stanley Cup just strictly based off home jerseys. I think it would be really fun. If that does well, we could also do one with away jerseys. But yeah, let's get into this video. So the first one here is by one of my followers on Instagram. His name is Riley Haas, and this is what he says, okay? We got his bracket up on the screen here, and he says, I think the Devils finally have the depth to make a championship run. It's definitely come down to the wire against the Rangers, and I think whoever comes out of that series alive is going to lift the cup. So essentially what he's saying is he thinks either the Devils or the Rangers are going to go on to win the Stanley Cup. In this case, he picked the Devils because he thinks the Devils just have the best chance. Now, I've seen some people actually pick the Devils to go on to the Stanley Cup final. I haven't really seen very many people to pick the Devils to win, unless, of course, they're Devils fans, which he could be. But I don't think it's impossible. The one thing that I'm just worried about with the Devils is that lack of experience. They just don't have a lot of it. I also kind of think their goaltending gets matched in almost every series they play. So that kind of is a problem for them. Unless, of course, in his bracket, he's got them playing the Carolina Hurricanes. I could see them beating goaltending in Carolina Hurricanes in that matchup there. So that makes sense. But every other team they play, I just think has a better goaltender than the Devils. So I feel like that's where they kind of just lack a little bit. Also, their experience is interesting. If we look at the West here, he has Colorado Avalanche going all the way to the finals again, which without Landeskog, which is cool. He's also got Vegas going on a run here, beating Winnipeg in 6, then going on to play Edmonton, and then losing eventually to the Colorado Avalanche, who go to the Cup finals. Very, very interesting bracket here. He's got Colorado, Dallas, Vegas, Edmonton. He picked all favorites. Oh, wow. Okay, so he thinks Tampa's going to beat Toronto. Clearly, he thinks Toronto curse is going to live on. Thinks the Canes outmuscle the Islanders. And then he thinks the Devils win. So he's got all pretty long series. The shortest series is Colorado and Seattle. He's got going in 5. I don't think this is a terrible bracket, of course. Who am I to say? Because we just don't know what's going to happen. And this one's by Ben. This is what he has to say. He says, Panthers in 6 because I think the Bruins are pulling a 2019 Tampa. I got the Canes winning it all because I think they're so well coached that even with Svetch out, they're still going to shut down every team. And the Wild to the Western Conference Final because Fleury Gustafsson can be a dangerous duo. So yeah, on the West here, he's got Colorado over Seattle, Minnesota over Dallas, Vegas over Winnipeg, Edmonton over LA. He's got a Minnesota Edmonton finals there, Western Conference final, and then he's got a Carolina Toronto Eastern Conference final. He's got Florida over Boston in 6. There's only people I've seen do that are trolling. This is very, very interesting. Toronto over Tampa, Carolina over the Islanders. That's fine. The Devils over the Rangers in 7. That one kind of seems like a big toss-up game to me. That's kind of just how it seems like it's been going. And he's got the Canes going all the way to face the Oilers in the finals where the Canes eventually win. Now, I don't disagree with this. I picked the Islanders to upset the Canes, but I only did that strictly because I think there's always an upset in these playoffs. And for whatever reason, I just feel like it's going to be against the Canes. I don't know what it is. There's only so many upsets that look like can happen. And I like to always pick a couple, so that's why I did that. But I could definitely see the Canes going on a bit of a run here, especially if they beat the Islanders and then they go on to play either the Devils or Rangers and win that. I could totally see it happening. So this one I don't think is that far-fetched. All right, so this one's by Brendan, a fellow Brendan. This is the last one I have to look at here. There's only really 3. A lot of people didn't seem to have photos to send in. But he says this is the one that he wants to happen because Dallas has quietly ruled the West all year. And you can see in the West, he's got Seattle beating Colorado. I think that's a really cool pick. Dallas over Mini. Then he's got Winnipeg over Vegas, so another upset there. And then LA over Edmonton. Wow, so he's got kind of 3 upsets in a way in this first round. He's got LA going all the way to the conference finals. That's very, very bold. I actually kind of like it. I dig it. And then he's got the Dallas Stars winning that to go to the finals. Over in the East, let's take a look. He's got Boston obviously winning in 5. Tampa Bay over Toronto. That one's kind of a coin toss, I feel like, for a lot of people. Carolina winning in 5 against the Islanders. And then again, the Devils. Whoa, he's got them sweeping the Rangers. That is bold. And then he's got the Carolina Hurricanes going all the way to the Cup final, where they will play the Dallas Stars. And in his case, they will lose. That's very interesting. I have the Dallas Stars going all the way to the conference finals against Edmonton in my playoff prediction. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll have a link in the description, where I think Dallas is just a good team. I think they're an all-around good team. They have been dominating. They've been playing really well. So I can see them going on a run. I could see them making the finals if they, like in my case, they play Edmonton in the conference finals. So if they were to beat Edmonton, they'd be right in the finals. So I could totally see it. I just don't know, man. That's just a bold one in my opinion. Like, I know he's probably a Dallas. Oh, I think he's a Pittsburgh fan. So he's not even a Dallas fan. So this is just his general feeling. I respect it. So there you guys have it. There was only 3 brackets to look at. Unfortunately, a lot of people just couldn't send them in. But if you guys would like me to do another one of these videos here with the playoffs starting, you guys would like to see me react to some of your brackets, then go join my Discord and put it in there, and I'll save them. Give me a reason as to why you made the bracket. We'll do another one. We'll do a part 2, because I think these are always really cool to see what you guys have to say. And you guys can also showcase your bracket that you think is going to happen, and we'll look through and see who's kind of got the closest one at the end of the year. I think it's really cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, it would mean a lot if you guys subscribe. Like the video if you enjoyed. I'll talk to you next one. Peace.